I think it's very important to just be really direct about some of the statements that are being made on this floor right now. To say that we have a juvenile system that is developed is a misrepresentation. To say that we have a juvenile system that is service-rich, that helps our kids, is a flat-out, bold-faced lie. If you look at what happens to young people in this state who are in the criminal justice system, being in the juvenile system puts them into a cycle where they're more likely to reoffend and where they're likely to end up as adults in prison. It's a fact that young people who have touched the criminal justice system in this state, we have a recidivism rate of 70% or more, depending on where you live. And let's be clear, if you look at the disproportionality of which young people end up in these systems, the decision for who ends up in these systems and who gets different treatment is more likely to be based on your zip code, your financial situation, and what you look like. So members, you're going to do what you're going to do, but don't come up in here and say that we have a juvenile justice system that takes care of our kids. It is a failed system that needs reform. And this is a measure that is saying we should have to find ways to help young people who've made a mistake, to learn from that mistake, and to get a chance to make up for what they've done and to learn and to live a different life. Let's be clear. I spent the better part of last year working with a group of teenagers who are incarcerated in a juvenile camp. They worked on a piece of legislation to provide better wraparound services for young people when they leave a juvenile camp. The probation department, which is responsible for educating them, brought them with me to the Capitol to introduce the bill. Probation officers, there are many who try to be successful, but don't ever say that they are the social workers and educators and caretakers of these kids. They are not. They're not trained to be that, and they have not been able to do that. Do what you're going to do, but do it based on truth and fact. And the fact of the matter is, if you put young people into the juvenile justice system, it is contributing to a lifetime, potentially, of crime and more contact with the criminal justice system. I'm voting for this, and I hope you will too.